Animating the pen and strokes. So for this, we're going to have to open a new panel. So we'll go to the window menu and choose Timeline. And that'll appear at the bottom of the interface. Currently it says create video timeline, but we're doing a frame animation, so we need to change that. So I'll click on the little drop down here, and that'll change this button. So now it says create frame animation. So I can click on this button, and the first thing we get is our first frame, which is currently set to 0 seconds. Let's set it to 0.2 seconds. Then every frame, unless we change it after that, will also be 0.2 seconds. Now we need to get this pen in the right position. So we're going to have to scroll down in our layers panel, and let's turn on layer 1, which will give us an inkling of where to put our ink. So I'll move this pen to the beginning of that stroke. And then, since we don't want to begin with the stroke there, but we do want the pen there, we have to turn off the visibility for layer 1 now that we have the pen in place. And then we're going to build our animation. So for each frame of the animation, we're just going to click on this plus button here called Duplicates Selected Frames. And then we just turn on each layer one by one. And each time we turn on a new layer, we now have a new place to reposition this pen. Now, one thing that we want to have deselected here is, you notice we have this dangerous auto select layer. No, we don't want that. So uncheck that, because we always want to be moving just this pen layer. So definitely have that unchecked. All right, now that we got that dangerous situation taken care of, let's move the pen to the end of that first stroke. And then we just repeat those 2 steps. Just create a new frame and then turn on a layer. And then move the pen to the end of that stroke. Now for this, we're going to have to do our trick again. So I noticed that I actually lifted my pen after doing this stroke. So now we have to go back to where this stroke starts. And then we'll turn off that layer. And then create a new frame. And turn the layer back on until we can animate it. So anytime you need to lift your pen, you also need to have that, the incoming stroke have the proper animation. So be mindful of that. Your name may be able to be animated without having to lift your pen. Mine was not. So you may luck out. And then we have lifted our pen again. So I don't want that one turned on layer 26 or frame 26. So I'll turn that off. Okay, now we'll temporarily turn that on and move my pen to where it should start. And then turn it off. And now on the final, I can move it to the end of the T. All right, so now we have all our animation created, and we can preview what it looks like by just clicking on this little play button. And hopefully that will show us some nice smooth animation. And it's currently set to loop forever, which is, we'll go with that. That works. And then to get it to stop, we'll just press stop.